Last year, we saw Apple sort of shift its entire supply chain, moving stuff to India, to Vietnam, in order to get around the worst of these tariffs. They kind of painted this picture of everything we make in Vietnam for MacBooks and Apple Watches and other accessories will eventually go over to the United States. And as far as the iPhone, they're shifting as much production to India as they could. So this actually gives them a little more breathing room to keep that production in China, which is where the bulk of their production actually happens, and to start selling some of those products back into the United States without this hefty tariff rate. But let's also talk about how much Apple has spent so far. $3.3 billion in tariff cost so far for Apple since Liberation Day of last year. The biggest bill, of course, was the December quarter, where it was $1.4 billion in tariff costs. Now, I asked Apple if they're considering going through that refund process that we've been talking about so much. No comment there, but you also got to take into account the political environment here and just the behavior of Tim Cook and his team around the president and making sure to keep him happy in order to keep the worst of the tariffs off. So, of course, that all culminated last August at that big moment with the trophy ceremony in the Oval Office. So perhaps they're going to be okay just eating these costs and not going through this refund scheme. Sarah, I'll toss things back over to you.